Check this out. Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and MAGA got this huge reality check in Wisconsin yesterday when Elon Musk was speaking at this venue in favor of the Republican Supreme Court candidate in the state. There's a major race for an open Supreme Court seat, and Elon Musk and Donald Trump are trying to buy it, flooding the zone with millions of dollars in favor of the conservative. But the reality is, a lot of these people in Wisconsin are not happy with what Donald Trump and Elon Musk are doing. They're not happy with the Trump administration. So, outside of the venue that Musk was speaking at, thousands of people showed up to protest him, telling him to go away, that they don't support him, they don't support what Donald Trump is doing. And I have a clip of that protest to show you. It is fantastic. Just take a look. Yeah, I mean, that is fantastic. Look at all these people standing in the pouring rain protesting Musk and his MAGA agenda and trying to buy this Supreme Court seat. I also have another video from a journalist on the ground that I want you to see. It's fantastic from a different angle.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Yeah, I mean, I want to say shout out to all these people. Again, they're in ponchos, it's pouring rain, they have all these signs and different flags combating Elon Musk, MAGA, and Donald Trump, and of course the MAGA movement as a whole. And there's some pictures I want to show you as well. Like, for example, this sign, "The working class is not for sale," damn right. And all these different people who have come out with these different signs just on the street protesting Musk, making it harder for him to spread his lies. And the last picture I want to show you from this event before we dive into some videos is somebody in a Cybertruck, one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen in my entire life, decided to drive past the protesters and agitate them by throwing up like a hand sign. And of course, that didn't go too well for them because the protesters just continued to do what they wanted to do. Now, let's dive into the story as a whole. Elon Musk, inside of the event, gave this speech in favor of the conservative Supreme Court candidate, as I mentioned, and it was full of conspiracy theories, it was full of lies, it was full of trash. So just take a look at this clip of Elon Musk being angry that somebody was protesting him inside of the venue, and he comes up with this wild excuse for why that might be. Just take a look.
The federal government, like, shocking, really. It's insane. Yeah, it's really wild. So, like, I mean, it was inevitable that at least a few Soros operatives would be in the audience. Give my regards to George. Say hi to George for me. USA, USA, USA.
God, you know, like, look, honestly, every time I hear Elon Musk speak, it makes me cringe. Like I get a cringe throughout my body listening to him chant like USA and trying to dunk on people. It's just so ironic that the wealthiest man in the world is at an event where he's handing out $1 million checks to voters so they support the conservative candidate. And he's trying to say that George Soros is infiltrating this election and that he's paying people to heckle Elon Musk. I mean, the irony just goes right over his head. Elon Musk is the one trying to buy American democracy in favor of him and Trump, not George Soros. I mean, of course, these people aren't George Soros agitators. He's just making that up to try to dunk on them. But the irony is remarkable. And it's also insane that Elon Musk can't possibly fathom why people are mad at him, why people don't like him. He can't understand that people are upset that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going after programs that they rely on, that they're firing people from the federal government, that they're taking away VA benefits. He doesn't understand why people are upset at him, so he has to come up with these lame conspiracy theory excuses that, oh, it's a George Soros-funded agitator. I mean, do Republicans ever come up with anything new? Do they never have new material? It's always just blaming George Soros. Maybe they should take a look in the mirror and realize that the wealthiest man in the world is quite literally buying them elections. They got to stop running with this George Soros point if they want to embrace Elon Musk. Now, let's dive into another clip where he continues to talk about the hecklers and talks about what their goal is. I mean, again, lack of awareness from Elon Musk here is stunning and astounding. Just take a look.
The real issue is who's organizing and funding that? Like the same people that organized and funded the infiltrators, who are the hecklers earlier tonight. So it's whoever they are, and I guess we know some of their names, but it's really, Yeah. Soros and a bunch of others. I'm not sure really what. Sometimes I wonder, what is their goal? Like, what's their aim? You know, I guess, is it communism? I guess is a part of it, or just, I don't know.
No, I'm going to stop it right there. You know what the goal is of these protesters? To get the wealthiest man in the world out of government. He was not elected by anybody. Nobody voted for him. And now he has all this power, just handed the keys to all of our lives by Donald Trump. The idea, again, the irony here, he has no self-awareness. He says that their goal is communism. No, we just want our democracy back. We don't want to have to wake up every morning thinking, wow, what did Elon Musk do last night? How is my life worse now because of what Elon did? How are we going to hold these people accountable? That's what people are thinking. And to write these hecklers off as paid agitators, not just upset Americans whose lives are being impacted by these decisions, is crazy. It's crazy that this guy has any influence in the federal government. It just shows you how awful, truly awful of a person he is. Let's dive into another clip where Elon Musk is continuing his battle with Tim Walz. He's very upset that Tim Walz is going after him. So just take a look at what he had to say.
It's costing me a lot to be in this job. You had like Tim Walz dancing on stage showing a chart of Tesla stock, which is a really awful thing for him to do. Because what they're trying to do is put massive pressure on me and Tesla, I guess, to I don't know, stop doing this. It's my Tesla stock and the stock of everyone who holds Tesla went roughly in half. It's a big deal. So. Not only am I not getting I'm not getting paid, definitely not stealing money, and would never get away with it. But the value of my Tesla stock is in half. So this is a very expensive job, is what I'm saying. But I think it's. You're welcome.
Again, this is such a disingenuous way to frame his argument and frame his involvement, because Elon Musk is directly benefiting from being involved in the government. We know that the Trump administration is handing out contracts to Tesla for hundreds of millions of dollars. Tesla is receiving the largest State Department contract of 2025, and that just magically happens at the same time that Elon Musk joins the federal government. Does anybody really believe that Elon Musk is losing money or losing value from this job, from being, in close proximity to the most powerful person in the world? Are you joking? And let's just be clear, Elon Musk is a billionaire, the wealthiest man in the world. If Tesla stock goes down, he'll be just fine. He understands that by being in government and by trying to buy these elections, like a Supreme Court race in Wisconsin, that he will benefit in the long term, that he'll get more favorable rulings, that his companies will be better off. This is a long-term game for Elon Musk. It's so disingenuous the way that he's framing it. But of course, he can't be honest about that. He can't say, like, yeah, I'm actually in this for very corrupt means. He has to come up with these, really weird, veiled excuses as to why he's involved in the government. And he's trying to frame it as he's a real patriot. It's nothing that he's doing wrong. And the final thing I want to show you from this rally that Elon Musk held was this. He was handing out, as I mentioned earlier, $1 million checks to people who signed a petition, basically volunteering to be spokespeople for this conservative candidate in Wisconsin, kind of covering it up by saying, oh, it's a petition, but in reality, he's paying, millions of dollars to people to just vote. And look at this. He talks about George Soros. He talks about the left rigging elections or whatever he tries to come up with. He is the one giving out $1 million checks to people for voting for the candidate that he wants. Give me a break. This guy's so slimy. And that's why I just loved when I saw these protests of people like standing in the rain, giving their time on a weekend to protest against Elon Musk and make their voices heard. So if you were out there in Wisconsin doing this, I really appreciate what you're doing. And of course, if you know anybody that lives in Wisconsin, please get them to vote for the liberal candidate. The final thing I want to show you here is a poll from this race. It's really close. It's really close. The Democrat, the liberal candidate, is only up by 2 points. It's 51-49. This is from a conservative pollster for the most part. We know that this is going to be a tight race. We know that Wisconsin is always pretty much a swing state. There's never really a blowout election when it comes to statewide elections. So if you live in Wisconsin or you know that somebody that lives in Wisconsin, get them out to vote for this liberal Supreme Court candidate. It's very, very important. It's vital that we win this race so that Elon Musk doesn't get to buy yet another election. So listen, I appreciate you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Also drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about all this stuff. And as I always say, I really appreciate you, and we will talk soon.